Seiko Sinn Rolex and more. Today we're going to discuss Michael's watch collection. Let's go! Hi, hello and welcome my friends. Today we are going to check out Michael's watch collection. He did model these watches as well, his wife did. So we have a different perspective here. I think a very balanced collection. If you as well would like to have a watch collection review on my channel, write me a mail under b_mr_b@gmx.de and we can discuss the further details. But without further ado, let's check out the collection and afterwards let's think about what we could add. If I would be very mean, I would say let's check out how the new Rolex Explorer 2 is going to look like. Of course, I do talk about the DAVOSA TERNOS black and white GMT, a watch I did a review on my channel as well. So I'm going to leave a link here in this area, I think. Check it out. It's a beautiful watch, very interesting. And if we discuss DAVOSA TERNOS, I think this one has got its own design clues, which I prefer. I imagine this is a great summer watch. Imagine this one at the beaches of Cancun, the orange hand pops. This one on the bracelet or on the NATO strap, perfectly nice and I think a good way to start a collection review. Let's check out the first Rolex in the collection, which is the Rolex AIRKING, and I was able to lay my hands on a couple of those models. It's a beautiful watch, a little bit more under the radar. It doesn't scream Rolex like the Submariner or the GMT Master. I just do like the dial design and how it feels and wears. So big props for this one. By the way, I do have a green Everest rubber strap, and I could imagine this watch on this green strap. This would look gorgeous because the green of the strap does match the green on the dial perfectly. There's another DAVOSA in the collection. Now we do talk about the DAVOSA TERNOS Diver, which is more or less a Submariner homage, but on a rubber strap. But I do like it's a perfect everyday beta watch, and from my point of view it works perfectly beside the black and white GMT. Sinn 104 limited edition. I do like this blue one. Normally I'm not a big fan of fake vintage lume, but it works in this model. And if you have a watch collection, a piece made in Germany is nice to have, and I think the Sinn fits perfectly in that place. Well, Michael does have quite a lot of divers in his collection. Let's discuss Longines Hydro Conquest diver. I was very close to purchase one myself when I was out there for purchasing my very first mechanical or automatic piece. I do have sort of a history with this one, and I like that it's a version with the aluminium bezel inlay. I like the color, I like the dial design. Longines itself has a long history. I do like what they do there in the collection as well. They are part of the Swatch group. Overall, beautiful diver. I think it does work with the other Seikos he has in the collection, but also with the other watches. So big props for the Longines. You do need a Seiko diver in your collection. Well, Michael does have a little bit more. Let's start with the Seiko SUMMERY here with a special edition or limited edition. I think it's special edition, but if I'm wrong, leave a comment in the comment section and help me out there. Thanks a lot. I do like the color design of the dial. I like the structure of the dial itself. Word on the blue rubber strap. Awesome watch. There's a lot of blue going on in his collection, so let's see what we can make out of that later on. Anyways, Seiko SUMMERY, great watch, great diver, and a fun watch to have for sure. Not one SKX in the collection, two. On the one hand, the SKX 007 with the black dial, black bezel inlay, black rubber strap, the smaller iteration of the SKX. On the other hand, of course, the Pepsi, the SKX 009 on the Jubilee bracelet, and this is how the watch has to look like from my point of view. I love the SKX. It's a shame Seiko did discontinue those pieces and replaced it with a 5KX. Those were ISO certified divers. The SKX is an icon on its own. I really love this watch, so big props for both of them. Well, this one is a chubby one. Of course, I do talk about the TISSOT chronograph. From the diameter, I think it's okay, and also when you measure it lug to lug, it should be fine, but the height, don't know this variation from Tissot, but it looks nice, a little bit more sporty, elegant, a little bit bling thanks to the bracelet and thanks to the case itself. Very interesting case design, by the way. Didn't know this one before, but I do like it quite a lot. The next chronograph comes from EBEL, and it does sport this classy 80s design. A little bit of Genta is going in there as well. It reminds me also a little bit of the Discovery in terms of the bezel design maybe, and I do like this watch. Well, I would have preferred an automatic movement. This one is a quartz watch. Cool integrated bracelet. From my point of view, it does work perfectly beside the TISSOT chronograph. Far slimmer due to the quartz movement, and I think especially with the integrated bracelet, a pretty interesting chronograph. Of course, there's also a CASIO in the collection, and I do like this one quite a lot. Full stainless steel, blinked out, and this is something Mr. B does like quite a lot. Well, I would get it in gold or the CASIO oak. So one day I might also add a CASIO in the collection, and it would be this particular one, but in yellow gold, or the CASIO oak. Thumbs up, this one is Mr. B approved. Last watch in the review and the second Rolex in the collection. Rolex Datejust blue sunburst dial in an interesting combination. Jubilee bracelet with a stainless steel bezel. I would have preferred this variation on the oyster bracelet, but the Jubilee bracelet is really comfortable, and I think this works when you check out the wrist roll pretty good. Also in combination with the AIRKING, black dial, green highlights, blue dial Datejust, a very elegant piece, could be also work perfectly as a couple watch. From that point of view, the dress watch in the collection, a very elegant watch in the collection, blue sunburst dial Datejust. Thumbs up. Respect, Michael. I think this is a very interesting and balanced collection. From everything, a little bit Rolex, a lot of Seiko, interesting chronographs, and you do like sort of darker dial colors, especially blue, and I do especially like the blue Sinn and the blue Datejust. But now let's talk about what we could add there, at least from my point of view. I will be very honest with you, Michael. I have at this time a little bit problems to recommend watches you can add, because you have a very interesting and a very complete collection. And I know you don't have to add something, it's perfect as it is, but it's part of my channel. I like to give every time recommendation how you can continue this collection. 3 watches came up in my mind. The first one I would like to talk about is the Girard Perregaux Laureato with a middle gray, dark gray dial, the 3-hand version, because when I consider the CASIOs you have in the collection, the EBEL as well, you do like sort of this Genta-esque design, and the Laureato does offer exactly that. Also the integrated bracelet, it's a great movement. You do have Rolex already, so you can step up a little bit the game. From my point of view, the Laureato would just fit perfectly into this collection. Watch number 2 comes from Seiko, another Seiko diver, but a very elegant one. Recently released the 143 with a dark gray sunburst dial. It would work perfectly together with the other Seiko divers. In direct comparison, it's a little bit more elegant than the other divers, especially than the SUMMERY and the SKX. I like really the dark gray sunburst dial. Seiko is very great in doing different dials, but you know that. So watch number 2, the Seiko 143. Watch number 3 I would like to recommend to you comes from Zenith. I do talk, of course, about the Zenith Defy black ceramic with a beautiful skeletonized dial, a light movement. It comes on the rubber strap. You do really like those as well, and I think also this watch would complement the current collection. Alright, my friends, this concludes today's watch collection review. Mike, a big shout out to you. Thanks for sharing your watch collection with me and the community. And my friends, I'm eager to learn right now about your opinion. What do you think about Mike's collection? Which watches would you add? And what do you think about my additions? Share this with Mike, the community, and myself in the comment section below. I look forward to read you there. I wish all of you now a very happy weekend, a good start into the new week. Look forward to see you in the next one. Say goodbye und auf Wiedersehen. Euer Konstantin. Ciao, guys.